Hey guys, how are you? Welcome back. Quickly, I wanted to show you how to make your own cellotape. So Tim Holtz, I love him. I love his stuff. He makes cellotape, which is essentially vintage looking tape. You know how tape on old images kind of has that vintage quality because it's aged over time. I'm going to show you how to make. He sells them in a book of like smaller pieces, but I'm going to show you how to make your own. I used a whole roll of scotch tape, just your clear, average scotch tape. Yes, I dressed my dispenser up. And then I'm going to show you how to make them. So you can either make strips or you can make a long one like I did, put it in here, and save it for whenever you want to use it. But in my gratitude document project, you've seen where I've used it in here, like right here is the cellotape. And I love using it, and it's just easier for me to have it like this. But I also do keep some in a book that I take when I travel. So I have just strips of it that I've made over time. So you can make it in any color. You can make the tape in any color. You don't have to just make, in brown. You could do any color you want. But here's some longer strips I made, some smaller strips. Again, just using your basic clear scotch tape, nothing super fancy. So let me show you how I do that. Oh, no, I gotta stick that back in there. Okay, so it's kind of hard to see, but this is a cereal bag. I saved the bag from the cereal. And you'll see that underneath, here, maybe if I do this, this will help you see it better. I have already pre-taped some pieces of scotch tape. Okay. And how you do this, or how I do this, is I use some, you just take your tape, put it right on there. This will come off. And I just use my alcohol inks. Here's one of the tray of alcohol inks I use. I have done this with like a red and a yellow or red and brown and mix the colors. But you can use like teakwood would give you a darker one, ginger. This is going to give you a lighter one, this caramel color. And you can even get more of a lighter with latte. So this is what I'm going to do. I'll try one of each so you can see the colors. And then I have these like dauber sponge things that I've used. I got them at the thrift store, so I just use them for my alcohol inks. If you want to use the alcohol inks, you could wear gloves. If the alcohol ink gets on your skin, just use hand sanitizer to get it off. For this really quick project, I didn't want to put gloves on, so. But all you're going to do is you're going to drip it on, and then you're going to spread it. Just going to kind of use your, you could also use like a makeup brush or a makeup blender. And then if there's enough liquid, you could, it will dry pretty fast on the scotch tape. So you could layer it, you could use multiple colors. Okay. There's no like super trick to it. So that was ginger. Let's do caramel. You really don't need a ton, although I have seemed to have. And if you have little bumps in there, that's okay too. In the paper. And then once this dries, this will come off very easily. Let's do latte. Depending on your strip would probably depend on how many dots of alcohol ink you're going to put on here. But you'll quickly see like what it's adhering to. Okay. So far, the kind of darker one is more of your caramel. And then let's do teakwood. Oh my goodness. You could do this for like your projects. Say you have like a project using red and green, you could do red and green cellotape. I actually might do that. So this is definitely more of a darker brown. Okay. So then say, oh, let's use Dijon on this one. Let me get one of my lighter ones out. Not that I mind, but Dijon is oh, see, I got a huge piece of it on me. That's okay. Wash it with alcohol. You can wash your hands with alcohol, like rubbing alcohol, or hand sanitizer, and it'll come right off. In fact, I'll show you, because here's some rubbing alcohol. Because this is kind of how you would spread it if you were trying to spread the color. Or you could just have gangrene looking hands, which, let's get this off my table. Okay. So let's spread this around a little bit more. So that gives you more of a yellow look. So say you just have the Dijon. Oh my gosh, why is it? Oh, I don't know what's going on here. Say you had Dijon and rosewood. Okay. You could layer them, mix them to get your different colors. And you're like, ooh, that's red. Let's see, now you have red tape for Christmas. Okay. And then let's say we wanted to do some yellow or some more green ones. Green ones would be really fun. So let's try some green. This would be cool too if you were doing, if you wanted to like create your own tape for Christmas presents. So let's do botanical. Oh, look at that red or green. Ooh, that is green, green. That is Grinch green. But then you would have green tape, and then it's going to be transparent, so you're going to be able to see underneath it, but you'll still have that color on top of your image. Let's go back and do just another rosewood. Really quickly, just wanted to show you this so you guys knew you could make your own. The options are endless. You could really just go to town and get a bunch of different colors, make a bunch of different colored ones. You can make your cellotape. You could make them black. You could make them, you know, green or blue or purple. But anyways, just kind of wanted to share that with you so you guys knew how to do it. Super simple. Once they're dry, they'll dry pretty fast. You could just peel them up. And what I do is I keep, when I use a sticker book, when I use it all up, like here's the clear stickers, I keep this back sticker page, and that's what I just stick these onto. Oops, sorry. So you'll see I made some colored ones at one point, and I just keep them on here for when I want to use them. Unless you make a whole roll. What I do is when I do a whole roll, I'll roll out a little bit, do it, roll it up. So you would want to have another empty dispenser on the other side. As you're doing the tape, you roll it on the next one, and then you do a little bit more, roll it up. So not real hard, but I kind of wanted to show you guys how to make your own cello tape, so that way you knew how to make that for any of your holiday makes or gift giving, that kind of thing. But I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial. Make sure you like and subscribe to my videos. Hit the notification bell so you can get notified when new videos appear. But otherwise, I hope you all have a great day, have fun, and do something creative. Bye.